And speaking of the box office, Ricky Flex, I think we got to talk about another, I guess we can call it a movie. Taylor Swift Eras Tour, right? This has one of the largest pre-sale figures for tickets in box office history. Apparently, it's made $65 million in pre-sale tickets. And I'm going to ask you a really weird question, Ricky Flex. So is this going to be like a top 5 highest grossing movie at the box office this year? I'm not gonna ask the absurd question that everyone now knows that is lingering after the conversation we just had. But like, is this movie gonna make more than? Is it gonna make $500 million? Like just Taylor Swift Eras Tour. I don't think we can underestimate the Swifties. They're a powerful group.
Yeah. So Barbie made how much? 626 domestically.
Yeah.
All right. Super Mario Bros. 575. Then there's a big drop off domestically. Across the Spider-Verse 381. And then you get the rest fill out. Top 5 is 300 million or plus. Can this make $300 million? Is basically your question domestically. There's a chance. I definitely don't put it at minus money. I think it's an underdog, but it could do it. You know, just think about it. Like this movie's gonna be 2 hours 45 minutes. All right, a little less than the average Taylor Swift show over 3 hours, and people want to see it in IMAX, right? Biggest screen possible, the best sound possible. Those ticket prices are higher, like we were just talking about with Oppenheimer. And I'll say this: I'm a Taylor Swift fan. I won't call myself a Swiftie, as in I know everything about Taylor Swift and I've been to a concert. I have not. I'm gonna see this movie.
Oh, Ricky, we're reviewing it on this podcast.
Yeah, so like, I think it has a chance to do it. I just don't. I don't want to say it will do it, and it's favored to do it because I don't think so. Because it's again, it's tough to make $300 million domestically at the movies now. It's just harder. This isn't the 2010s. So yeah, can't count them out for sure. I think it has a chance, but not favored.
Yeah, so October 13th, 2023, that's when this comes out. And Taylor Swift right now is on a break from the Eras Tour. I think she's about to ramp it up for the international tour. I think it's going to coincide with the release of this movie. And you're talking about domestic numbers, like Taylor Swift is a international superstar, right? And this tour is legendary. I think it's going to go down. It probably already has. So people are considering it's one of the most iconic music tours of all time. And I think people are going to want to see this like behind the scenes of what made this possible. I think it's going to be absolutely appealing to a broad audience. Like I agree. I don't know everything about Taylor Swift, but I want to know about this tour because we got people claiming that Taylor Swift has made personally, individually, $1 billion on this tour on her own, and I do want to get to know like Taylor Swift a little bit more, look inside the life, look inside the mind, right? The creative genius of a Taylor Swift, but also the business mind of a Taylor Swift. I think this movie is going to be, it's actually fascinating. I'm in. I cannot wait to actually review it, Ricky Flex. I think like there's so many like content that we could spin off that material. It's like we could talk about band documentaries. We can do throwback reviews of like we could do like Scorsese. We can do like Last Waltz and everything. We can do that. There's just so much stuff that we can dive into. I'm excited.
I was nervous you were gonna say like we mentioned Taylor Swift and then you said throwback review. I'm like, don't say Cats. Don't say.
Oh no. So I was also curious, like what movies are coming out that week? Is it also like is Taylor Swift?
Did you say the 13th?
Yeah, October 13th. Is there any other movies coming out that weekend that are going to really challenge it?
That's the thing. Nothing's coming out. Loki episode 1, season 2 episode 1, but nothing's coming out. The creators the week 2 weekends before, like, yeah, it has a runway.
Bro, this is gonna be like people going like Barbie was like a party in theaters and like people.
Yeah, this is the same thing.
This is gonna be it's gonna happen with Taylor Swift fans. Obviously, I think you're gonna get like a low key phenomenon from this movie.
Yeah, you know what? This is going to 300 million domestically. It's gonna do it.
I think overall it's gonna make at least $500 million.
Internationally, I think it doubles. Like I think it's over 500.
This is the question that's lingering, and is this gonna go as like the third or fourth highest grossing movie of the year? Does it have a chance to hit $1 billion? Do we underestimate the Swifties by saying like, do we challenge them right now and say, can you get the Taylor Swift Eras Tour? movie to $1 billion. I feel like it sounds like we're on crazy pills right now. We sound like crazy people.
Yeah, I'm not saying $1 billion. I also said Barbie wasn't making $1 billion. I said 800 million, I think. So, I,
like I would say like Little Mermaid made like 569 million like total. You know,
total. Yeah,
that's feasible. Like that's feasible to me.
That's
$500
number
million.
6 in the box office this year so far. It made 300 million domestically. So, does it beat The Little Mermaid? I think that's the question. Does it beat Little Mermaid?
Yes. Yes.
I want to say yes too.
It doesn't even have to be like a masterpiece. It's just the idea of like seeing Taylor Swift again and people like who have seen the concert, reliving it and say, I was there for this moment, that moment. Like they want to re-experience it. Like so smart to release it like right after the tour. This is the 2023 is the year of Taylor Swift. People thought it was 1989. They'd be wrong. It's 2023.
2023. Yeah. And 2024, she's opened up new dates for concerts. It's not going to stop.
God damn. Nah, she's a beast.